it's Talina. I am doing a Valentine's Day edition to my channel. This is more so a Valentine's edition about self-love. Like spoiling yourself during Valentine's Day when you are single. And not always needing someone to buy you something for Valentine's Day when it comes around every year. I feel like a lot of people put emphasis on getting things from someone else when in reality you could always buy yourself things for Valentine's Day. You don't have to have a man to like buy you stuff for Valentine's Day. You just buy yourself something. So what I did is I bought me some flowers for Valentine's Day. And it is a little flower arrangement. And this is something that one of my family members made. And it's really pretty. It has roses and baby's breath and little tiny daisies and everything. And I bought myself this, and it's like in a shoe, a black shoe. It's really cute. This is something that I bought myself so that way I realized I don't really need someone to buy me something for Valentine's Day. Well, it's nice to have that, but loving yourself is always better than always looking for love outside of yourself. So learning how to do things for yourself that will help you in the long run, like buying yourself some flowers, buying yourself some chocolates. Like I really like the Brookside chocolates. I buy these a lot, and I like the blueberry kind. So I bought me some chocolates. I even bought me a bottle of whiskey or wine, and you know what? It just helps with you feeling good about yourself. Like, not saying you have to drink to like feel good about yourself or anything like that, but I have this bottle that I got, and I'm just going to drink it with myself. I think the one thing that a lot of people don't do is focus on themselves more often. Like buying yourself some new clothes or shoes, or a lot of the times people think that that's what they need to do is be with somebody. But love of self gives you that confidence and strength that you're going to need for independence and opening your heart to others. And a lot of people, what they do is they take their baggage from past relationships into relationships that they're going to go into next. And I see that a lot. And I want a healthy relationship with somebody where it's give and take for both people and not just one person doing all the work for the both of them. I just think that in this society, and before the society advanced to where it is now, it made it so that way the woman has to do more stuff for the man, or the man has to provide for the woman. And I think now that we're in this new century, we're able to do both people do things for each other equally. It's not just the man that has to provide. It's not just the woman that has to do everything. It's both sides of each other doing it equally. But, you know, I'm single, so I don't have someone to celebrate Valentine's Day with. And this isn't an anti-Valentine's Day, video. This is a Valentine's Day video for love of self, for self-worth, for understanding who you are as a person, for amping up who you are individually before you are in a relationship with somebody and you become a we. I think learning how to do that will give you the strength and understanding of what you want in a person or a partner that's coming into your life, or that you have in front of you but you never noticed before. I think I want a partner who can, support me. And I think a lot of relationships sometimes lack that support, or it's one-sided, or it's not rainbows and unicorns, which every relationship has its own ups and downs. But there are things in relationships that you will take and what you won't take. And, I realized recently that I didn't really love myself that much. And so this is the first Valentine's Day where I've ever bought myself flowers. But I think it's time. It's time for you or me or whoever you are, man or woman, to buy yourself flowers, or to get something that you like, or just to be okay in your skin, and to not judge yourself because you don't have someone for Valentine's Day. The thing is, it's a man-made holiday. It's one day out of the year, and you can love yourself every day of the year. You really don't have to love yourself one day of the year. Or a lot of people put emphasis on it, Valentine's Day being, for one day of the year you celebrate each other. But you could celebrate each other throughout the year that you're together. It's a matter of keeping the spark in your relationship. A matter of loving yourself while you're in that relationship, and knowing that you have independence, and each person in that relationship is their own individual person still. And I think that a part of me does want someone, but I also want myself more, where I want to love myself more, where I'm doing more things for myself more. And a lot of that, like I said, self-care, self-love is taking baths, buying yourself flowers, and getting ready when you don't really need to for somebody else but yourself. If you're getting ready for yourself, you're showing up for yourself too. And if you don't like makeup, then you don't have to wear makeup if you're a lady or a man, whichever one. And I think that a lot of the times, life is so beautiful that you shouldn't put your emphasis on other people or what everybody else is doing. You should do it for yourself. And like I said, I've never been the type of person who follows the crowd. I don't follow what everybody else is doing. I don't believe in, following everybody in the bandwagon effect or any of that. I believe in doing my own thing and not always doing everything that everybody wants me to do. But like I said, in the past, I was a people pleaser. And so now that I'm coming into my own, I'm realizing that I could do so many things for myself, but also helping other people by telling my story about it. And dating is hard, and so is being in a relationship. And so is, loving yourself. Because a lot of the times we find flaws in ourselves, and we mirror each other when we're in relationships with other people. So a lot of those people, they pretty much mirror us in how we approach relationships, or depending on how available we are in our emotions in relationships. I never realized it, but before I was super unavailable in relationships. I was, always after the fun in relationships, and attracted people that weren't really good for me. But that was because that's where I was at subconsciously. Subconsciously, I didn't really want a relationship, but I thought I did. And that's what a lot of people don't realize, is you have to find your internal compass, your internal self, and what you believe you need. And it's not selfish to love yourself. And it's not conceited to dress up for yourself or buy yourself lingerie or take baths or any of that. Self-love means loving yourself in any way that you believe you need to. And that's what I'm saying in this video. Happy Valentine's Day. Buy yourself flowers. Get yourself a bottle of wine. Play some music. Sing. Do all the things that you would have done with another person with yourself. I wrote something on my Facebook a while back, and it says, I pursued other people before, but I never pursued myself. I never bought myself flowers. I never took myself out to dinner. I never, told myself I love myself. And I think that's what a lot of people forget. You can always look in the mirror and say, I love you. And look into your own eyes and say, I love you. It may seem crazy at the time, but it's like, you have to do the things that will make you feel good about yourself. If that's putting on makeup, in my other videos, I say that too. For me, it's wearing crystals and feeling protected. Like I just bought this crystal on Instagram, and it's Aurora Quartz. And then, I have the other ones that I've been wearing in my videos. And then I just got bracelets, and these are like chakra bracelets, and then tiger's eye bracelets. And it's also putting boundaries with people too. But like I said in my last video about boundaries and setting them for yourself and for others, and realizing what you will and will not take from other people and what you won't take from yourself. It's about recognizing the patterns that you have created for yourself that make it harder for you to be in a relationship. I have my own patterns of, chasing people that are not really there for me. But it's also because I wasn't there for myself. And I think that plays a big role in it. It plays a big role in how you treat yourself and how you talk to yourself. What you think actually affects how you react to yourself and how you bring things into your circle or your atmosphere. If you're thinking thoughts that oh, I'm ugly, I'm this, I'm that, I'm never going to do this, I'm never going to do that, then you're bringing that towards you because you're thinking it so much. But if you're thinking, I love myself, I want love in my life, I want this and that, and you're also speaking it into existence. Words have so much power, and thoughts have so much power. So a lot of it is thinking thoughts that will help you grow as a person and not fall backwards into that not positive mindset. You have to love yourself before you can love someone else. And that's what I'm learning how to do. I'm 29 years old, and I've dated people, and I've also, had friends with benefits situations. I've done all that. But now it's Talina time. It's me time to learn to love myself in a way where I'm not allowing other people to step on me when, it comes to relationships. I'm not allowing that disrespect. Don't allow people to disrespect you, relationship-wise, friends-wise, or anything, family-wise. You have to put your foot down and say, hey, I don't like that you're doing that, like I said in my other video with boundaries. But it's a matter of knowing your worth and knowing that you deserve flowers. You deserve a quiet dinner to yourself. You deserve a walk in the park with yourself or something. Anything that will bring you joy, that will bring you love in yourself. For me, I got a cat. I have a cat. Her name is Nyla. She is about 6 months old. She is like my little companion. I got a cat. Maybe I'm a cat lady. Who knows? But what I'm saying is, doing things for yourself. And yes, you get lonely, but you have to figure out why you're lonely. We're never really truly alone. We just think we are, and for the longest time I felt lonely, but it's because I couldn't sit with myself. I couldn't sit with my thoughts and be like, hey, I'm not accepting who I am because I'm choosing not to. You have to accept who you are as you are. Like I said, I'm a bigger girl. I'm 4'11", and, overweight for my height, but I still struggle with being overweight, and I work on it all the time. But that's also self-love, is knowing when to get yourself healthy when you feel you are unhealthy. Even if it's mentally, physically, relationship wise, friends wise. You have to know when to cut people off from your life so that way it brings you that feeling of freeness. Like you have to feel free in yourself. When you free yourself from things that bring you down, then you are no longer held back by them. But it's also you who so much holds yourself back from what you can be doing, like following your dreams out of fear. A lot of the times we fear the unknown. Like I fear the unknown. I fear what will happen if I do this or that. Like I fear all of that. But fear is a human, ego-minded construct of the brain. We fear, we get angry, we get sad. But it's just a matter of making sure that you don't stay in that anger or fear. Making sure that you give yourself that self-love. Taking time out to think over why you are feeling that way. Writing down how you're feeling about everything. Like, this is something that us as humans, like I'm an overthinker though. So I have to write how I feel about things. I have to write why I feel that way. And I have to find a resolution to that problem. But sometimes there is no resolution. It's a matter of accepting and letting things go. And allowing yourself to let go. Allowing yourself to give in to whatever happens just happens. Like, I'm not a spontaneous person. I don't just do things and then, like, see where it goes. I have to plan it out. And a lot of the times, that's made it so it's not as fun. Sometimes you have to balance everything out. Fun with seriousness. Go back to your roots of who you are and figure out what you did as a kid. Like, I like to swing on the swings in a swing set. And, play at the park. Because that's what I did as a kid. I was into gymnastics. I was into all of that. And so as an adult, there's so many things that you can do. Pole dancing. You could do, gymnastics. You could go to the gym. You could run. You could swim. Like, so many things that will help you kind of feel healthy, but also bring you that peace of mind. Sometimes you have to run it out to get something out of your head or write it out. Like, I am a very big writer. I write poems and poetry, and I write in a blog. I write stories. I write just different things. And that is sort of my passion, but I'm trying to figure out who I am. And you have to figure out who you are, what you love to do, what makes you feel free in the life that you're living. And so Valentine's Day for me is just another day, but I still wanted to get ready, and I still wanted to do a video on it because we are strong people. We are capable of whatever we put our minds to. And if you want flowers for Valentine's Day, go get them. And if you want to make yourself a fancy dinner for Valentine's Day, do it. But don't allow other people's views on you to change how you view yourself. And that's what I'm learning too. I want to allow myself to love myself regardless of what anybody thinks about me. And it's a slow process. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing is going to be perfect, and you may fall back into your old habits, but if you keep pushing forward, you're always going to keep moving a step forward in each thing that you do. And that's what I'm doing. I'm learning how to balance out what I can and cannot do, and what I do and do not want in life. And that's what you should do too. But also, like I said, looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I love myself. I am capable of anything that I want to put my mind to. I am strong enough to persevere through anything that has happened to me. I am a beautiful person inside and out. and I give myself that love. Outside sources can give you love, but you could give yourself more love than anybody could give you. And it's you who has to live with yourself every day. So do it with joy. Do it with fun. Like, even if you have some people in your life who are there for you, do it for you. Give yourself that time to grow. And like they always say, water lilies grow in mud, and then they come up from that mud into the sunlight, and they grow to be beautiful flowers. We're all growing in the darkness sometimes, and then we come back up into the light, and we see ourselves for who we truly are, and that's beautiful. So love yourself. Give yourself things that you need. Self-love, meditation. I'm learning how to meditate. It's really hard to meditate when you can't shut your brain off, but I've learned crystals, and like different crystals bring you peace of mind, and I'm really connected to the moon and all of that. I do believe in God. I do believe in angels. I believe in spirit guides, and I'm learning more about myself every day, about everything. And you can too. You don't have to believe what I believe, but I'm just saying what I believe, essentially. But love yourself today, so that way tomorrow you could feel confident in your skin and who you are. Give yourself that joy. Give yourself that happiness. Because a lot of the times happiness comes from within you, not from other people. You have to make yourself happy, so that way you can make other people happy too, but yourself more. Give yourself that. Give yourself flowers. Give yourself chocolates. Give yourself things in moderation. Foods that you like. You don't really have to give them up, but you just have to do it in moderation, to the point where it will help you not fall off on things, you know? Like I said, I'm learning so much, and this will be a long video, but this is me talking about love and all kinds of self-love, and everything that you are is perfect for you. You don't have to be perfect for other people. You just have to be perfect for you. I'm a perfectionist, so I always have to make sure I look okay, or my makeup's on point, even though I don't do it all the time. But today I wanted to do it in, you know, in honor of Valentine's Day. Pink eyeshadow and then red lipstick. So, but you can do anything you set your mind to. And hopefully you know that you are loved, you are strong, you are capable. Say it to yourself. Talk to yourself in the mirror and say, I love myself. Because love is the strongest emotion of all, and it comes from the heart. Love helps you to grow into who you are too. And you don't need validation from other people to love you, to love yourself. You just have to love yourself as you are. That might be a repeated statement, but I wholly and truly believe it, because I'm learning to love myself in my skin, and I don't need other people's approval to tell me that. Hopefully you like this video, and you have a good Valentine's Day weekend. Safe one. Don't drink too much. You know, but, you know, like I said, I'm going to drink this whiskey. But I hope you have a good Valentine's Day. Thank you for watching my video. I know it's pretty long. I'm actually going to be putting some clips. Actually, I might do a separate video on that and just put all those clips together. But I just wanted to have a heart-to-heart and say, you don't need anything else but yourself. Like, yeah, love is out there for people for Valentine's Day and everything, but make sure it's worth it. Everything in life is a lesson for us, and we're all learning in our own timing. Have a good day. Happy Valentine's Day. You are strong. You are capable. You are loved.